Okay, so I bought this Hobart mixer for $167. It wasn't working when I first got it. It had an electrical issue, and I'll show you later in the video how I diagnosed that electrical issue. But basically all I've done to it so far is fix the wires in it and then put it back together. And other than that, this is exactly how I got it. So I'm just gonna do a little walk around with it and show you what I got. Alright, so this is what we got. It's pretty beat up and rusty. There's some surface rust here. There's just nicks and dings and, you know, rouge and rust all over it. So I'm gonna try and clean it up, sand it up, and I got some tractor paint for it, so I'll try and paint it. I'm not really used to painting, so I'll give it my best shot. We're just missing a screw here, and obviously you can see some more dirt and grime, and it's just beat up in general. We're missing the back plate right here. I ordered another one, so we'll put that on there when we can. That plate costs $45. These Hobart parts are not very cheap. It's Whole Foods sticker. It was used at a Whole Foods. And then I guess maybe it stopped working and they put it somewhere where it just rusted and deteriorated a little bit. But yeah, I got it for $167, and we're gonna try and fix it up good enough to sell for like $1,200 bucks. See if we can make like a $1,200 profit or something, or not $1,200. See if we can sell it for $1,200 and make like $1,000 profit. So that'd be a pretty good flip. So I just want to make this little video here. If you're doing some wiring on your Hobart mixer, I got two of them sitting here, and I had the wires out on this one sort of comparing because I couldn't figure out why this one wouldn't start or run or move or do anything, because it looked like it was wired right. I just printed out this little wiring diagram from the internet. It's page 16, or you can just, I guess you can take a screenshot of this if you want, and maybe this can help you out. But anyways, everything looked right on here when I was wiring it up. There was two that were mixed up. A black wire was in another black wire spot, and they were just swapped. So I just swapped them back, and now it was short-circuiting my breaker earlier. Now it's not short-circuiting my breaker. It's just buzzing right now. If you can hear it buzzing, push on that. Whoops. So it just buzzes like that, right? But I had this one apart, and I was checking out the wires because I couldn't figure out why it was just buzzing and not moving. So I just buttoned this one back up. I had a theory because this one was running, and then I took the back off of it to look at the wires and then tried to press the button again, and it just buzzed the same way this one buzzed. So I just buttoned that one back up, and now this one seems to work all right. So this one works without a problem now that it's all buttoned up and I put the back on and I screwed everything back in. So I just wanted to make this little disclaimer. If you're troubleshooting the wiring and it's not moving or starting for you, you might just need to put the back on and button it all up, put it back together. I don't know if it needs to be right side up or not. I'm gonna go ahead and try this, put the back on, and see if it moves a little bit like that one moves. Okay, so I got it mostly put back together now. This one I got didn't come with a back cap, so I'm not gonna run it very long because I don't want this bolt to come out. It already came out some. I just wanted to make this video to show you that this does run if you put this back on. So I'm just gonna touch this real quick so you can watch it spin for a second. All right, so just wanted to show you that now that it works. It's pretty cool. All right, thanks. I got the new back plate in the mail right here for it. It goes in the back here. It just holds that like drive shafts in place so it doesn't back out. So I'll go ahead and open this up, put the plate on, and then we'll try and run it. I haven't run it. I just know that this does move when you hit the on switch, but I don't know if it works in every gear, and I don't know what kind of noises it's making. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up, and I'll go ahead and put the plate on, and we'll give it a little test run. Here's our plate. All right, so I took this back plate out. All I gotta say is this was not, I mean, I paid 45, 50 bucks for this, and this is like not steel. Like the ones on my other mixers are, you know, heavy and they're definitely steel. This is like I don't want it's either aluminum or it's probably aluminum or maybe just a good plastic or something. Oh, plus it's like real beat up. Can you see that? This is not even like new. This thing is messed up. It's like, then there's like plastic peeling off of it and stuff. Maybe am I supposed to peel that plastic off? You know, maybe, I don't think so, dude. So you know what? Maybe I'm supposed to peel it off. Let me see. All right, so maybe I'm supposed to peel that plastic off. All right, so maybe it's not as beat up as I thought. I just gotta peel the plastic off and I'll put it on there. All right, whatever. But still, this is not steel. This is not cast iron. This is, I could probably bend this with my hands. All right, so now that I got the back on, I'm gonna do a little test run and see what this thing sounds like, how it runs. I did want to show you that the lift handle is connected, it does work. But yeah, right now it's in first gear, so I'm just gonna hold the switch and see what it does. Oh, forgot I gotta close the cage so this little magnet in the back aligns with the little sensor. So this thing doesn't turn very good. It's kind of a little rough, but all right, let's see. All right, I didn't have it plugged in, and this thing lost this little ground plug, so that's cool. But I'm gonna plug it in and give it another go. So you hear kind of like a knocking noise. Let me see if I can bring you a little closer. I don't know, it might sound okay. All right, I'm just gonna put it in gear 2. See how it does. Well, it doesn't sound too bad so far. Let's try gear 3. It's working okay. Let's try that again. It's kind of like a hard hit in the beginning. Well, I'd say it's working good enough to sell. The only thing I had to fix with this was the wiring, and now it seems to work pretty good. I just need to clean it up and make it more presentable and see if we can sell it and get some money for it. Alright, sometimes when this last bolt comes out, it all just falls apart. No? Let's see. Give it a good whack. There we go. Oh, gross. Alright, so it's got a bunch of food caked up in there. I'm gonna have to take off this screen on the bottom, just prise off, and all that food will probably fall out. And all up in there, I got a light over here. All pretty junky in there. I'm gonna have to power wash that out. And yeah, just unscrewing this little plate from the bottom. Taking out this cotter pin here that connects to the lift handle so that I can take this lift off. Okay, flip it over, undo these screws right here for the lift bowl. Take it off, it has kind of like this plastic piece on it. Just separates the metal, just try to keep that on it. There's one on this side too, looks like. Now we disconnected that cotter pin earlier, and I'm just going to try and push it out of there. This thing's totally loose now. So, I'll do this. Alright, detached, so I should just be able to pull this thing out now. There we go. Alright, I'm just going to pry the screen off so all this food comes off the base. Alright, so now that I got everything all sanded down, I'm going to go ahead and put these pieces of the base back together, and then I'll go ahead and wipe it down and get it ready for painting. Pin here. Alright, so I got some spots taped off here. I just don't want to get any paint on. I'm going to go ahead and use this rusty metal primer on the bare metal areas, just like right here, right here, right here. I just want to go ahead and, I think the tractor paint I got will work, you know, on bare metal pretty good, but just to be safe, I'm going to go ahead and put some primer on these metal areas, and then I'll wait for like 48 hours. It says wait 48 hours. And then I'll paint it. Alright, so I ended up going a little bit overboard with the rusty primer here. I meant to just I was gonna just get the bare metal areas, but then I was just having a lot of fun and started spray painting like everything on it. And I got some overspray in areas that I didn't need to get paint, and I got some around my garage. And anyways, I don't know, I had some fun. You know, I got it pretty primed. I think it's good, just a nice light little coat. You know, mostly aimed at those bare metal areas. Next, I'm gonna use this Farm and Implement, Rust-Oleum Farm and Implement. It's like tractor paint. It's supposed to be pretty heavy duty. I've seen a lot of people like paint their cars with it, and it's turned out pretty good. And you know, lasted for a long time. So I can't. This one is Ford Gray. I think this is like the safe choice, just kind of painting it the same color it was when I first started. But then I got this International Harvester Red, and I don't know, but I feel like this one just had so many nicks and dings and, you know, dents and bruises and scratches in it. I just feel like this is just gonna show all of those imperfections, and I don't know. Plus, I don't want to get spray paint everywhere. I think with this one, I'm just gonna use like rollers and just roll the paint on, and we'll see. I think that's probably a safe bet. But in the meantime, I'll let this dry, and I'll get back to it, you know, probably tomorrow or the next day. Alright, so this is the end result. I ended up putting 2 coats on it. The first coat I was doing, I thought it was starting to look pretty bad. But then I started putting the second coat on, and it started looking a lot better. The paint laid really flat. Even where I used the brush, I used the brush kind of in these areas, but it looks pretty good, and the paint is like really, it's like glue. It almost felt like glue. I got some on my skin, on like my knuckles. It was so hard to get off. It's like a really hard, gluey paint substance, but it seems very hard, very durable. I will say that I got this color thinking it would be gray, but this is like a really light gray. It looks like pretty much white. So I wish it was a little more gray and not as much white, but I am happy just with how the paint came out in general. You know, they do have a darker grays, but I went with this gray for some reason, and you know, it's okay, but I just wish it was a little darker. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it. And yeah, so this is just the base, and then I got the head laying right there, so I'm just gonna end up sanding that and doing the same thing with that, and then it should be complete. And I tried to leave these little bits taped up. I didn't want to paint over these little, whatever you call them, stainless steel bits in there, and these little parts here. I'll end up putting some, I think I'll end up putting some grease on there, so you know, this thing slides really good against it. I'll end up putting grease, and I'll probably try and sand this up. It has these little rust marks on it, so I'll probably take some sandpaper and hit that and try and get it nice and smooth and clean again. But yeah, that's that. Pretty happy with the way the paint turned out. Can't wait to get this thing all put back together. so I've got the head back on the base here. I went ahead and sanded the head by itself. You saw me doing that down here, but I didn't really know how I was going to paint it by itself. I thought it'd be best to put it on the base first and then try and paint it with it, you know, in a way that I could get to it and paint it a little easier. So now I'm just going to go ahead and wipe it down with some alcohol, and then I'll get to painting it. I'm just gonna grease these slides with this gel lubricant stuff. It says it will not taint when coming into contact with food. And on the back it says it's made for re-greasing slides. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on these slides right here, so that'll help with the lift handle. Before I show you the end result of my mixer, I just wanted to show you the beginning clip of the video here where we started with this mixer. I was really in rough shape and beat up overall. I didn't really expect it to come out this good. Looking back at it now, I'm like, dang, it looks way, way, way better. But I did this over the course of a few weeks, so I guess just subtly improving it here and there on my time off. I didn't really notice a big change, but looking back at the beginning of the video and seeing what rough shape this thing was, I can see that it looks so much better. And it didn't cost a lot of money, just a back little plate for it and some tractor paint, and other than that it was just some elbow grease. I was just going to use this thing for parts. I was using it for parts for my other two mixers that I fixed. But, I got the wiring fixed in this mixer and it turned and sounded really good. So I decided to go ahead and paint it and fix it up and see if I can sell it. But, without further ado, I'll show you what we have now. Alright, that's all there is to it. I'm going to go ahead and take you on a little walk around of the mixer. If you liked this video, please just hit the like button. It helps me out a lot. Without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look. Alright, I mean, it could be, it's a couple places. It's a little dirty around here and stuff, and, this handle's bent. But, all in all, it looks a lot better than it did. I have someone actually coming to someone's coming to look at this one tomorrow. And that one's pretty beat up, but I got that one listed for $1,690, and someone's coming to look at that tomorrow. So I don't know what I should list this one for. If you remember, this one was actually, I was going to scrap it. I really was using this just for parts, but then I fixed the wiring on it and got it to run. So it looks pretty good now, and I'll start it up here in just a minute after I just show you around here. Back. There's a couple spots, like I could do some touch-ups here, add some paint or something. I don't know, I'll probably just leave it though, to be honest. It's something like this. It doesn't need to be, super beautiful, perfect. It's gonna get beat up anyway. It's gonna be used for, cooking a bunch of food, and, people are gonna be smashing like pots and pans or stuff into it, and, it's just, it looks pretty good now. Maybe someone will take care of it and go easy on it, but yeah, I mean, this thing's made to work. So this is the front, the top there. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this paint overall. It looks pretty good. There's a little bit of a gloss to it, and it is pretty tough. Let's see. All right, so I'm just gonna turn it on here, putting the bowl into the lift position. Okay, and we're on first gear here.